Okay, today I am going to speak little bit on general relativity. Now, if you take the general relativity equation or field equation, then you have 4 pi capital G upon C to the 4. Okay? So, when you take 4 pi, that means symmetry in direction. And G is the constant of gravity. And C4 divided by C4, C to the power 4, is the speed of light to the power 4. So, now when you derive this field equation, you refer to lot on conservation. Okay? So, my understanding is that when you take this Big Bang theory, okay, then can you refer to this conservation of mass and things like that? Is it going to be different? And what is Big Bang theory? Big Bang theory is a story of the Bible, and that part is suppressed. So I am not against Christians creating knowledge under Christianity. In fact, they are not going to create knowledge under Buddhism. So I am very comfortable, and I encourage the Christians to create knowledge under Christianity. That is something natural, and that because they are not going to create knowledge under Buddhism. So, but then you have to label that. So I think this question of Big Bang theory, the labeling of that has to be changed, because you have to say that this is Christian culture. So I encourage that. Now, we don't have Big Bang theory. We have Sanvatta Vivatta. Vivatta means kind of expansion and kind of a creation like mode. And Sanvatta is a kind of collapsing and kind of a decaying kind of meaning. So I was, 20 years ago, I was trying to understand the Buddhist cosmology. I couldn't get it. What I found out was, because of the Big Bang thing, the Buddhist cosmology has been suppressed. Now, I would like to have a better idea of Sanvatta and Vivatta. So my appeal to the other cultures is that you have to reinterpret cosmology based on your culture, right? And the Christians have to label that Big Bang theory is actually what is in the Bible. I am very comfortable with that, but we can't let any cultural group to control the narrative, because we know what happened to we know what is happening to the Palestinians. And we know the role played by the UN in suppressing the Palestinians. So at least I think I know what is role. So I think we have to change the way we do general relativity. And if you take this equation, G upon C4, speed of light, then G plays a very dominating role in this narrative. So, okay, now we had the ether's frame. When you say ether's frame of reference, is it the same as Spinoza's frame of reference, or it will be different? Right? When you go to Spinoza's frame of reference, I create something called Spinoza's frame of reference. Would then gravity have a different way of interpreting it? Or gravity, would you reformulate it? So this is also some crazy idea I have, and so I would like to reinterpret this field equation using Sanvatta and Vivatta and concept of Sanvatta Vivatta, and at the present moment I am trying to study what really Sanvatta and Vivatta means. So I might change this concept depending on my deeper understanding of Buddhist cosmology. So my advice is that when you create knowledge in your culture, you have to acknowledge that, because then otherwise you suppress other cultures. Okay? So this is some raw kind of thinking or chintane, and it might change in the future, but I think we have to acknowledge our cultural basis before we put that into the public domain. Okay, I will stop at this point.